Alrighty, let's sit up tall. Okay. Good day, everyone. This is Stephen Chang coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com, and if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10 and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Today's class is open flow. It is a level 1, level 2. If you're working with any kind of special conditions or limitations, make sure that you do modify or skip poses altogether, making good decisions about your movement practice so that you don't create any injuries or perpetuate any injuries. Now, if your hips or your lower back are tight, please elevate, sitting up on some blocks or some blankets, and it'll be easier for you to find a lengthy, tall spine as you sit up tall. Okay, palms face up. Fingers come together, mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. Grounding evenly through your seat, elongate through your spine, let your shoulders broaden. And as you start to draw your senses inwards, connecting to the breath, let the inhales even out with your exhales. And whenever you're ready, Ujjayi breath, oceans breathing. So with your lips touching and a slight restriction to the back of the throat, creating the ha sound as you inhale and exhale, kind of like you're trying to fog up a mirror with your nose. Three arms together, inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer in front of the heart, pressing the thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs, lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for yoga practice, devoting the practice to someone or something or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart. Chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call and response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vushtan, Sarva Vushtan, Gato Piwa, Yaha Smarit, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Sapahya, Bihyandraha, Bihyandraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Beginning to open the eyes, palms face up. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side, elongating through the left side of the neck. And then chin toward the right shoulder, continue to pull gently to the back of the head. Release back to center, drop the right hand, left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. And then chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center, drop the left hand, chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction, ear to one side, roll it back, opposite side, roll it center. A few more rounds. And then taking one more giant circle, chin back toward the chest and pause. And then taking the opposite direction. And then chin back toward the chest again. Lifting the chin parallel to the floor on your spine. And then extending the legs forward, separating your feet, hands supporting to either side, and turning your toes toward each other, and then roll out, draw in, roll out, draw in, outer rotation, circling. Come back to center, switch them around, inner rotations. And then come back to center again. Cross your shins, but take the opposite shin on top. So this is your non-dominant crossing of the legs. Take the arms up high and extend. Exhale, twist to the right. Take back to center, arms up. Twist to your left. Back to center again. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Back up again, other side. Back up again, legs forward, forward fold, grabbing your feet, ankles, or your shins. Take it back up to center with your hands, outer rotations with your fingertips. Reach your hands slightly back behind you. Lift the chest up, broaden your shoulders, gently looking up, taking a slight back bend. Then keeping your back bend, point your toes and actively reach your toes forward. Keep the back bend, flex your feet, reach through your heels. Come back to neutral, release, let the feet separate about mat width distance. Right, center your seat, raise your arms up high, extend, exhale, forward fold. But this time, grab the inner feet with your hands. You can grab the inner legs as well. Re-lengthen your spine, inhale, exhale, draw forward. Going a little bit deeper with a different rotation with your arms. And start to release, make your way back up. With your hands supported to either side again, you're going to rotate your toes outwardly and then rotate your toes inwardly. Roll out, roll in, roll out, roll in. This time, roll out again, stay rolled out, and then flex your feet, reach to your heels, and then point your toes. Come back to neutral, rotate your toes to face up again, separate your feet a little bit wider. Take the left hand to the inner left leg, extend the right arm out, and then side bending over to your left. Take it back up, switch sides. Press your right hand to inner right leg, extend the left arm out, and then side bend over to the right. Draw back to center. Left hand behind you. Right hand to outer left leg. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist. Back to center. Switch sides. Right hand behind you. Left hand outer right leg. Lengthen on the inhale. Exhale, deepen the twist. Take it back to center. Keep the legs. Draw the right heel in. Right hand to your floor. Step the left foot down. Lift and extend to your left fingertips. Then raise your left arm up and behind you, half bind, and draw the front of the left shoulder back in space. Lift the hips up higher, going into a back bend as you open up the shoulders. Open up the front of the hips. Re-extend the left arm overhead toward the back of the room, and then take the seat back down, square back to center. Left hand to your floor, right arm is up. Inhale, exhale, reach forward to grab your foot, ankles, or your shins. Re-lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Release, come back to center, keep the left leg, extend the right leg out. Draw the left heel in. Left hand behind you, step the right foot down, lift the hips up high, reach up into the back of the room. Keep the lift, half bind, right hand behind you, press the shaft of the right hand to the floor, and draw the front of the right shoulder up and back, and take it into a back bend. Reach your right arm up and overhead once again for the stretch, and then gently take your feet down, square back to center. Then this time, right hand to the floor, left arm is up, inhale, lengthen, exhale, reach forward to grab your foot, ankles, or your shins. Forward folding over your right leg. Release, take it back up, square back to center, extend the left leg out. And then if you're able to, take the legs even wider. Hands, outer rotation once again. Reach it slightly back behind you. Lift the chest, broaden your shoulders, gently looking up. Let the legs engage by flexing your feet and pressing the back of the legs toward the floor as you open up the chest. Take the neck back to neutral, gaze looking forward, and then pressing your fingertips to the floor with a neutral spine, a slight back bend actually. Start to lean forward with your heart center. Begin to feel the stretch of the inner legs, the back of the legs. Now, once you get to a certain point and you feel like that's your max, you're going to stay there for a couple of more breaths. All right, beginning to switch hand positions. Walk your hands forward. Keep the chest slightly lifted. And then start to walk your hands forward just a little bit more, and maybe even ground your palms. Once you get to your maximum, stay there. So you should feel a nice stretch through the inner thighs and the back of the legs. All righty, start to walk it back in. With your hands supporting inner thighs above your knees, pull up and your knees will bend. Soles of feet together, knees apart, and then let's just take some gentle butterflies. All right, come back to stillness. Draw the heels in a little bit closer, grabbing the ankles. Baddha Konasana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. You can press your elbows to your inner thighs for more hip opening. Release. Walk your feet slightly forward, grabbing the inner feet or threading the arms underneath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, you can round the spine as much as you want in this forward fold. Lift back up. Supporting your knees by drawing your knees up and walking your feet about mat width and pivot your heels, hands supporting. It's windshield wiper. The next time you draw your knees over to the right, let the knees draw down, and then start to rotate to face the back of the room. Right hand to the floor for support. With your left hand, keep reaching further and further back and take the left hand to the floor. You can bend your right elbow to start to decline a little bit, right? And then as you lower to face the floor, keep reaching your left fingertips forward to the back of the room, deepening your twist as you take your forward fold. All right, start to walk back in. Keeping your knees as they are, take it back to vertical and counter twist to your left. Square back to center, hands to support, lift the knees back up, center your seat. And then windshield wipe your knees again, side to side. All right, next time you draw your knees over to your left, let the knees come down. Sitting up tall, and then start to rotate toward the back of the room. Ground the left palm down for support. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, as you bend your left elbow, reach your right hand further and further toward the back of the room, and then coming into a twist and your forward fold. Walk it back in. Keep your knees as they are and counter twist to the right. Release, hands to support again, and then windshield wipe your knees one last time. And back to center, cross shins, roll forward to down dog. All right, once you walked it out a few times, feeling pretty neutral, come back to your down dog. Then start to bend your knees and take the shins parallel to the floor and hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen it back out, come back to your down dog. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, slightly coming forward, just a little bit to bend your knees. Let the shins parallel to the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen and take it back to down dog. And then again, bending your knees, shins parallel. You can shift forward just a little bit for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen out for down dog. Inhale, raise your right leg up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose and round the spine. Kick up, open up the hips and bend the right knee. Right knee outside of the right arm and touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist, touching left arm. Kick it back up. Stepping your right foot forward, warrior 1. On the inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen and reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen and reach up. Keep the arms reaching. Bend the front knee, warrior 1. Open it up, warrior 2. Same thing here. Lengthen front leg, reach up. Bend the front knee, warrior 2. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior 2. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Side angle. Can modify, elbow to the knee or the hand to the floor, left arm reaching up. Inhale, come up, reverse warrior. Triangle, lengthening out the right leg. Right hand to tap the shin to modify, right hand to the floor if you are more flexible. Inhale, come up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to your floor. Right foot stepping back, plank. Lower all the way down to your belly. 3 progressive cobras, hands alongside the rib cage. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Belly, lower ribs stay on the floor. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Belly, lower ribs away from the floor. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. If you have full extension of your arms for full cobra, take it. And start to release all the way down for child's pose. Seat toward the heels and fold. Kneeling on your shins, walking your hands in, sitting up tall, you're sitting on your heels. Right hand to your floor, left arm is forward, bend your left elbow. Inhale, draw the left elbow back. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Stay twisting here. You can keep your right hand on the floor, pressing down for resistance, or you can take the right hand to your lower back for a half bind and then draw the front of the right shoulder back in space. So 2 different ways for resistance to twist. All right, square back, switch sides. Left hand down. Right arm forward, bend your right elbow. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Stay there, twisting. So again, you have your choice of just pressing your left hand to the floor and twisting deeper that way. Or take the half bind, left hand to your lower back, and then draw the front of the left shoulder back in space. square back. Take the hands to the floor and walking your hands forward for down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. 3 times. Kick it up. Sorry. Open up the hips, bend the left knee. Sorry. Left knee outside the left arm and touch. That's what I meant. Kick it back. Knee comes into twist, touching your right arm. Kick back up. Stepping the left foot forward. Warrior 1. Inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen and reach up, keep the arms reaching. Bend the front knee, open it up, warrior 2. Same thing here. Lengthen and reach up, warrior 2. Lengthen and reach up, warrior 2. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior 2, reverse warrior, left arm up and back. Side angle, modifying. Elbow to the knee or the hand to the floor, right arm up. Inhale, come all the way back up, reverse warrior. Triangle, lengthening out the left leg, left hand to top of the shin or to the floor, right arm up. Take it all the way back up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, left foot back plank, and then lower all the way down to the belly. 3 progressive cobras again, hands alongside the rib cage. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. Full extension of arms for cobra or bending of the elbows if you need it. And release all the way down. Child's pose. Feet toward the heels and fold. Walk your hands in, coming to kneeling position again. This time, left hand to the floor, right arm is up, and then side bending over to your left. Take it back up, switch sides, right hand down, left arm overhead, and side bend. Take it back up, walking hands forward, down dog. Inhale, right heel up, right knee in toward the nose. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the right knee outside of the right arm and touch. Kick back up. Knee comes into twist, touching the left arm. Kick back up. Stepping the right foot forward. Warrior 1. Wrap the hands back behind you. Interlace. Broaden to look up. Exhale, bow forward. Take it back up again. Releasing your hands. You're going to take the tops of the hands to your lower back like this, and just pressing it there, and then you're going to roll the elbows forward, round the mid and upper back, chin toward the chest. And then keep your hands as they are. You're going to lift back up, draw the elbows back, lift the gaze upwards toward the sky. Exhale, round it forward again, elbows forward, shoulders forward, chin toward the chest. Inhale, broaden to open, draw the elbows back, lift the chest. One more time, draw forward, draw back. Come back to neutral, reach the arms up, warrior 1. Open it up, warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Extended side angle, again modifying elbow to the knee or the hand to the floor. Left palm face down and reach forward. All the way back up, reverse. Lengthen out the right leg, extended triangle. Right palm to the top of the shin or to the floor. Left palm facing down, reach forward. All the way back up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, right foot stepping back plank. Lower all the way down to your belly, Shalabhasana, locust. Reach your hands back in space. On the inhale, lift your feet, lift your thighs, lift your head, lift the upper back. And then once you have a nice back bend and you're suspended, reaching the arms back, so you're balancing on your possibly your lower ribs, your belly, your hips, your pubis, and release. Hands alongside the rib cage, child's pose. Feet toward the heels and fold. Walk your hands in, lift back up, kneeling on your shins. Reach your arms forward. Right hand to your left shoulder, left hand to your right elbow. Gently pulling here, stretching your right shoulder. Then reach your right hand forward, up and back. With your left hand, pull against your right elbow, lean back, and maybe even take a slight upper back bend by gently looking up. Just take your spine back to neutral, keeping your arms, and then just side bending over to your left with your left hand pulling against your right elbow. Release, coming back up, releasing your hands. Right hand to your floor, left arm is up, bend your left elbow. Left elbow to the right knee. Inhale, take it back up 3 times. Left elbow to the right knee. Inhale, take it back up. Left elbow to the right knee. Inhale, take it back up. Re-extend the left arm, hands to your floor, walking hands forward, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee outside of the left arm and touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist, touch your right arm. Kick it back up. Step in, your left forward, warrior one. Wrap your hands back behind you, interlace with the opposite thumb on top, lift to gaze up, and then bow forward, devotional. Take it all the way back up, warrior one, and then taking your hands behind you, the top of the hands, pressing to your lower back, and you're going to draw the elbows forward as you round the mid and upper back, chin toward the chest. And then you're going to broaden, lift the gaze up, press the top of the hands to your lower back. 2 more times. Exhale, round and forward. Inhale, expand into a back bend. Round and forward again. And expand. Come back to neutral. Raise the arms up. Warrior one. Open it up. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Side angle, modifying elbow to the knee or the hand to the floor and the right palm face down. Reach forward. Extend it. Side angle. Take it back up. Reverse. Lengthen out the left leg, extended triangle. Modify hand to the shin or to the floor. And right palm face down, reach forward. Take it back up, reverse, triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor. Left foot, back plank. In a one breath, exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Reach your fingertips tips back, reach your toes back. Shalabhasana, lift the head, upper back, lift your feet, lift your thighs. Once you're balancing, reach your hands back as well. And release, child's pose. Kneeling on your shins, lift up. Reach your arms forward. This time, left hand to your right shoulder, right hand to left elbow, pulling here to stretch your left shoulder, outer left shoulder. Then reach your left hand forward, up and back with your right hand, pull against your left elbow, lean it back with the back bend, maybe even gently looking up. Come back up to neutral, keep your arms and side bending over to your right. Release. Reach your right arm up, left hand down, bend your right elbow. Right elbow to your left knee. Inhale back up 3 times. Right elbow to your left knee. Inhale, take it back up. Right elbow, left knee. Inhale back up, re-extend the right arm, hands to the floor, walking your hands forward for down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Right knee in toward the nose. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Right knee outside of the right arm in touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist. Touch your left arm. Kicking back up. Stepping the right foot forward. Warrior 1. Hands together in prayer. Interlace your fingers. Press your palms forward. Now, as you reach your palms forward, chin and toward the chest, and round the upper back as you spread the upper back, reaching your palms forward. On the inhale, lift up, and then reaching your palms up and back for a slight back bend. Exhale, round it forward. Inhale, lift and lean back. Exhale, round it forward. Inhale, lift and lean back. Stay here for a few breaths. Come back to neutral. Reaching your palms forward. Inhale here. Exhale, twist to the right. Square back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Square back to center. Twist right. Stay here. Right hand behind you, half bind. Left arm, outer right knee, and deepen your twist. Stay in that twist. Left hand comes to floor. You can even lean your torso slightly to your left if you're really tight over here. All right, keeping your left hand down, keeping your half bind, twist deeper. Then lengthen out the right leg. This is a triangle in a revolved position and twist. Extend it. Raise your right arm up and to the front of the room. And then pyramid. Hands to the floor. You can readjust your hands again so that you're lining up over your right leg. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Now, the back foot, if you are too rotated out with your left toes and it doesn't feel good, you can rotate your left toes slightly further forward so you can square off your hips a little bit more efficiently, and that might make your pyramid a little bit more comfortable here. Revolve half moon, bend your right knee. Reach your left hand forward about a foot. Lean forward to balance. Left heel is reaching back. Right arm is reaching up to twist. You may stay here or bind right hand to left foot and kick back. Seated spinal twist. Take both hands to floor for support. And then as you bend your right knee, left knee goes behind the right heel, and then gently taking your seat down. So the right leg should be over your left leg. Now, if this is really tight for your hips and you want to take a modified position, take a half variation with your left leg extended. You should be able to ground both seats evenly to the floor. If you're not able to keep your left heel in, keep your left heel forward. Otherwise, the full pose. Right hand behind you, left arm up, and twist to the right. And so again, if your hips are pretty tight, you may not be able to ground both seats to the floor with your left heel drawn in, right? So this is the full seated spinal twist. If it's difficult to ground the right seat, Then you want to extend the right leg forward so you can ground both feet and take the pose here. All right, take it back to center. Keep the legs as they are, however you have it, and counter twist to your left. Square back to center. Warrior one. Step the right foot down, rise up, left heel goes back. Arms up for warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Regular half moon. Same hand, same foot. Right hand forward about a foot, loop off to right side. Tip forward to balance. Reach your left heel back, reach your left arm up. You may stay here or bind into your Tapasana, left hand to left foot. If your balance is good here, you don't need your right hand down. You can take both sides of your left foot with your hands. Take it back to regular half moon. We're going to transition to Skandasana. So bend your right knee, step the left foot as far back as you can. Keep your hands on the floor for support. As you transition into your squatting Skandasana, you're going to bend your left knee, flex your right foot. Now, if you cannot keep the left heel down, right, and you have to be on your left tiptoes, that is fine. Just keep your hands supporting. Right, so this is a nice hip opener, inner right thigh stretch, right back of the leg stretch. Now, if your heel is down, right, left heel is down, and you can free up your hands to prayer, you can do that. If you're on your tiptoes, stay with your hands on the floor. Yeah, stay there. You're not quite there, so that's okay. Yeah, you can just keep working with your hands further and further back and lean the weight back, and then just work on the flexibility there until eventually, if you have like a blanket or something like that, you can always step on the blanket or towel to assist you, right? And then eventually just keep leveraging the weight back in space until you can ground the heel down. Otherwise, keep your hands supporting, just adjusting your hand positioning so you can lean further and further back, right? Just be sure to always stay supportive with your hands if your heel is not all the way down and you're not fully balanced. Right, so using that as a guide to help keep you safe, right? So you don't want to lose your balance and fall here. If you're on your tiptoes in particular, right, you're vulnerable in your ankles. So I don't want anybody to twist their ankles. All right, let's break. Let's come back to warrior two with your hands supporting. Shift back forward. You're going to step the right foot down, readjust your footing. On the inhale, come all the way up. For warrior two, reverse warrior, and then hands to the floor. Chaturanga down dog this time, taking a full push-up. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee outside of the left arm in touch. Kick back up. Knee comes into twist, touching the right arm. Kick back up. Stepping your left foot forward. Warrior one. Hands together in prayer, interlace with the opposite thumb on top, and reach your palms forward. As you reach your palms forward, also chin toward the chest, and then rounding the upper back so you can spread the upper back. And then on the inhale, lift and slightly tilting back for back bend. Exhale, reach palms forward and round, chin toward the chest, spread the upper back. Inhale, lift into a slight back bend. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift, and staying here for a few breaths. Come back to neutral, reaching your arms forward. Inhale here. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, square back. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, square back. Exhale, twist left. Stay here, half bind, left hand behind you. Hook the right arm to outer left knee and twist deeper. Stay twisting, right hand to the floor. right? If you're pretty flexible here, you can just keep it here, right? However, if you need to lean the torso over to the right a little bit, creating a little bit more space for you to the inner left thigh, that might be more comfortable for you to twist into. So make that adjustment as you need. Then lengthen out the left leg as you take this uh, rotated triangle. Then raise your left arm up and to the front of the room. Extended revolved triangle. And then uh, bend the front knee. Reach your right hand forward for revolved half moon. Once you steady your balance here, if you're taking the bind of left hand to right foot, revolve Chapasana. Release both hands to floor, seated spinal twist. So the right knee behind the left heel as you bend your left knee to take the seat down. So once again, right, if your hips are really tight and you cannot ground the left seat down to the floor, come out of the full seated spinal twist into the half variation, which is with your right leg extended. This will make it easier for you to ground both seats to the floor. All right, whenever you're ready, whatever option you have, left hand behind you, now right arm up, exhale, twist left. Right, so better to have proper form here, right? So in this pose, you want your spine to be relatively vertical to the floor. You want your shoulders to be relatively released and relaxed. You don't want your shoulders to be shrugging. You don't want your spine to be rounded. You want lengthy and open. Inhale, release back to center. Exhale, counter twist to the right. Back to center again. Regular warrior one. We're going to step the left foot down, lift, left hand forward about a foot, a little bit off to left side. Oh, actually, sorry, my fault. We came into warrior one first. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Now we're going to half moon. So there are different ways of coming into half moon, right? So the other way is a little bit more advanced. All right, left hand forward about a foot, a little bit up to left side, and lift and extend. If you're taking the bind, right hand to right foot, kick back. And then if you have good balance here, both hands to the right foot. Begin to release, stepping it back into Skandasana. So step the right foot way back, both hands supporting, and as you then bend your back knee, you're going to shift back to draw the seat toward the right heel and extend the left leg. So again, if your right heel cannot come down to the floor comfortably for balance, and you have to stay on your tiptoes, right? Then let the hands support. Right, so you're in a vulnerable position here. I don't want you to lose your balance and twist your ankle. If you have the heel all the way down and you're in balance and you can take the hands together in prayer, then this is your Skandasana squat. Aha, much more open on this side, yes. It could also be that maybe you adjusted your footing properly, and so you have better balance here to take the heel down. And also, there could be some asymmetry within the body, so there could be a difference there as well. All right, let's break. Hands back to the floor as you shift back forward, stepping left foot down. Adjust your hands accordingly, and then inhale. Come all the way up. Reverse warrior. Oh, you know what? That's right. Hands. Let's take the hands to the floor for pyramid. This is what we missed. right? Because we did this twist, and then the hand should have come down for the pyramid. I felt like the transition wasn't quite the same on the second one as we did on the first one. Because what we did was this: we did the extended triangle, then we took both hands down for the forward fold. Then we came forward into revolved half moon. So I skipped that pose, and that's why it didn't feel right. All right. Sorry, audiences. I missed that one. My fault. All right, got to get the left hamstring stretch. All right, so let's break. Bend the left knee, rise up, reverse warrior, chaturanga dog, down dog. Walk your feet forward towards your hands. Let the feet be wide, about mat's width distance. All right, with both hands on the floor, just sway out your hips side to side. All right, come back to stillness, to center. Left hand to center, creating a tripod. Bend your left knee, lengthen out the right leg. Raise your right arm up to twist. Half bind, right hand behind you, twist a little bit deeper. Raise your right hand back up, right hand to floor, both hands down. Take yogic toe lock with your big middle index fingers to your big toes. Inhale, re-lengthen your spine. Exhale, pull against your big toes to forward fold. All right, releasing your hands, switch sides. Right hand to center, creating a tripod. Bend your right knee, extend the left leg, raise your left arm up to twist. Take that into half bind, left hand behind you, twist deeper. Re-extend the left arm up, left hand to floor, both hands down, square off. Let's take yogic toe lock again. Little index finger grab hold of big toes. Inhale, re-lengthen your spine. Exhale, pull against your big toes to forward fold. Release your binds, hands to the floor. With both hands supporting, bend at the knees, let the seat drop a little bit. Lift the head, lift the upper back to neutral spine. Shift your weight back towards your heels and through the strength of your quads in a neutral spine. Rise up to standing. Once you're standing all the way up, extend the arms out and up. Exhale, side bending to the right. Back to center, side bending to the left. Back to center, arms up. Stepping your left foot in for tree pose. Draw the right knee up. Rotate your right knee to the side. Sole the right foot in your left leg. Once you steady your tree, then taking the arms up and out. You can keep the gaze to the floor at any fixed point. We'll just take a bunch of breaths here. And perfectly normal. Just sway side to side just a little bit. But do the best you can to just hold it here for a few breaths. All right, starting to break. Arms up, draw the right knee forward, step the foot down, chair. Exhale, dive forward, and we're going to come right back up. Bend the knees, take it up to chair. Then stepping on the right foot, rise up, draw the left knee up, sole the left foot in the right leg, above or below the knee joint, and then arms up and out. Take the arms back up, step the left foot back down chair. Exhale, dive forward. Crow pose. Hands come forward about 1.5 feet, shoulders width, palms are flat. Draw the arms back. Take your knees back to arms. Once you have your steady positioning of your knees to back the arms, engage the floor slightly ahead of you. The entire body shifting forward when your elbows line up over your wrists. Maybe you're light enough in your toes to lift your feet off the floor. All right, begin to step it back, down dog. Inhale, right heel up, stepping your right foot forward, crescent moon. Left knee comes down. Extra padding as you need. Hands to top of the thighs, and let's just stay here for today with your hands supporting and just leaning the hips forward. Getting into your left quad stretch. Two more breaths. All right, half split. Hands to either side of the right foot, tuck the left toes under, and then shifting your hips back in space. So you want to go to the point where you line up your hips over your left knee with a vertical left thigh. Then flex your right foot strongly. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Do the best you can to lengthen the back of this right leg. If you have blocks and need blocks, you can always take elevation with your hands. Otherwise, hands to either side and fold here. All right. Start to shift back forward again. As you step the right foot down, turn the right toes out to the side, 30 to 45 degrees, and the right side also turns out about the same angle. Lizard, walk your hands forward. You can keep your arms fully extended, right? Or if you can manage to take your forearms down for the full lizard pose, go ahead. If you need blocks, right, or books, you can always take elevation with your forearms. All right, lifting the elbows back up, walk your hands back in. Turn the right toes forward, preparing for a low lunge. And then ground the back heel down. Come all the way up into reverse warrior. And then hands to the floor, right foot, stepping back plank. And now one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Walk your feet forward towards your hands. Again, stepping your feet wide, about max width distance. This time, bend both knees. Press your right elbow to inner right knee, right hand to inner left knee. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Let the feet drop just a little bit by bending the knees. And then raise your left arm up into half bind, left hand behind you, and twist. So think a wide-legged chair pose with the right arm, right forearm as your resistance, right? So you're pressing your right elbow to inner right knee, right hand inner left knee, squeezing inner thighs, and that creates resistance. Raise your left arm back up, left hand to the floor, both hands to the floor. Lengthen out the legs and sway out your hips side to side. Give your quads a little bit of a rest. All right, come back to neutral, bend both knees. Left elbow to inner left knee, left hand to the inner right knee. Squeeze your inner thighs toward each other. Then raise your right arm up into half bind, right hand behind you, and twist. All right, re-extend the right arm up, right hand to floor, both hands down. Again, sway out your hips side to side. This time I'll give you a side view for our way to come up to a standing position. All right, take both hands down, bend both knees, let the seat drop just a little bit. Lift the head, lift the upper back. So now your spine is in a much more neutral position, the muscles around your spine fully supporting. Then shift the weight back toward the heels through the strength of your quads and a neutral spine. Start to rise up. And then as you're ready, extend the arms out and up to the sky. Exhale, side bending to your left. Take it back to center, side bending to the right. Take it back to center. This time, step the right foot in first. Draw the left knee up. Left hand to left knee, right arm out to side. If you have yogic toe lock for the extension, take it. And then when you're ready, nice and balanced, then you're opening up the knee or the leg to the left side. All righty, square back, stepping the left foot down chair. Exhale, dive forward. You're going to come right back up to chair, bending the knees, arms up. Stepping on the left foot, pick up the right knee. Right hand to knee, left arm out. If you have yogic toe lock, take yogic toe lock with the right big toe. And then open up the right leg to the side, knee or leg to the side. All righty, starting to break. Step the right foot back down, chair. Exhale, dive forward. Second crow pose. Hands to the floor, shoulders width or wider. Draw the arms back, knees to back the arms. There should be about 1 or 1.5 foot of distance between your hands and your toes. And then gaze the floor slightly ahead of you. As you shift forward, when your elbows line up over your wrists, maybe your toes can light enough to lift. Good, well done. Left back, down dog. That was a long one, that's good. Raise your left leg up, three-legged dog. Stepping, your left foot forward, crescent move, right knee comes down. That was a good setup. So when you get a good setup, it really helps to sustain the balance. All right, hands to the top of the left thigh, and then lean the hips forward and just working here. Right, that's why I always encourage students that, especially with a little bit more advanced poses, right? If you have the right foundation, the right setup, it really helps with the pose, right? Yeah, 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 right. Or like sometimes hands are too narrow or hands are too wide, elbows out or something like that. And then so people want to get there so quickly, right? But if you just take another second to kind of set things up properly for your proportions, right? That's key, your proportions. It's not always the same for everybody, right? So according to your proportions with the right setup, it really creates a strong foundation to kind of work into those more advanced poses, especially balanced poses. So definitely take the time to set up. All right, hands to either side of the left foot, tuck the right toes under for the half split. As you shift back, you're lining up the hips over your right knee. Flex your left foot. So you want a vertical line with your right thigh. Stretch your back of the left leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Alrighty, beginning to break. Step the left foot down, preparing for the low lunge by lifting your right knee. Then ground the back heel, supporting, and then come all the way up into reverse warrior. I forgot again. Sorry, guys. All right, so from crescent moon into half split, we took the hands down. Turn your left toes out. We actually did all of that before we came into the half split. Walk your hands forward about a foot and lowering your forearms down. Sorry for so many mess ups. I have some days that I do very complex sequences and I remember everything. Other days I go a little bit slower and I forget, I miss things here and there. Well, in case you guys don't already know, right? I don't really plan my sequences. I am very spontaneous. Whatever feels really good. I also look at the students oftentimes, and if I see them struggling or if I see them really enjoying something, I would change things up accordingly, right? So hopefully, I try to stay really in tune with you guys, right? To be on the same vibe so that I can create the sequences that really work for you and have a different experience and hopefully a joyful experience every time. But once in a while, I kind of lose something and forget. Alrighty, let's make your way back. So since we did that half split already, just turn the toes forward, frame your left foot with your hands, tuck the right toes under, and coming into a low lunge first. And once you have that, ground the back heel, rise up through your warrior two into reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, chaturanga up dog, down dog. Pigeon, right leg up. Draw the right knee in. Land that shin to the floor. So, talk about setups, right? Pigeon is one of those setups you should try really hard to get right. So you're on your shins, your right side points out 30 to 45 degrees so that you're getting your thigh out of the way of the belly. With your hands supporting, inch your left knee further back so you can lower your hips a little bit more, untuck your toes, walk your hands back, elongate. This is where you test, are you balanced, right? If you're balanced, your hips are level and you should be able to balance perhaps even without your hands, right? Um, so right side turning out 30 to 45 degrees really helps. When you're ready, walking your hands forward, forearms down, or making pillows with the hands and resting your forehead. So for today, we'll just stay here and really enjoy this pigeon pose and get some nice hip opening. Alrighty, let's make our way out, lifting the elbows back up, walking your hands back in, down dog, press it back, walk it out side to side. All right, when you're feeling pretty good, come back to stillness, left leg up, draw the left knee in, land that shin to the floor. So again, you're in a pointed toe position, land that shin to the floor. Left thigh should already be angling out to side, 30 to 45 degrees. With your hands supporting, inch your right knee further back so you can lower your hips, untuck your toes. Walk your hands back, elongate through your spine, make sure you're nice and level, and maybe even not using your hands. And then walking your hands forward, forearms down, or making pillows with the hands, resting your forehead. Alrighty, let's start to break. Walk the hands back in. Tuck the right toes under for down dog. Walking out side to side. All right, when you're ready, walk your feet forward toward your hands, taking your seat down. Extending your legs forward. Let's start to lower onto your back. Walk your heels in for bridge pose. Your feet are separated about hips width with your fingertips feel for the back of the heels. Once you set that up, then press your heels down, lifting your seat, standing on the upper back and the heels. You may stay with your hands to about hips width and keep your palms flat. Or you can walk your hands in, making the fist. Once you have that, maybe you want to shift to one side, draw the opposite shoulder in, shift to the opposite shoulder, and then draw the other shoulder in. And then walking shoulders closer toward each other. And of course, if you prefer a wheel and you have a deeper back bend and want to take it, take it. Otherwise, stay in your bridge. I see a wheel pose is hands to your shoulders, elbows upwards. And then when you're ready, you just press all the way up. All right, wherever you are, start to draw down and then hugging both knees in. And then keep your left knee in, extend the right leg out. Left arm goes out to a T and then twist to the right. So opposite arms and legs are extended and you're twisting to the right. Take it back to center, switch legs, switch arms, and twist to the other direction. Take it back to center again and hugging both knees in. And when you're ready, step the feet to the floor. Slide the legs forward, shavasana, final relaxation. Feet are separated, toes are turned out, legs are relaxed. Arms alongside the body, palms face up, eyes are closed. Let everything go. Starting to draw your breath back in, moving your fingers and your toes. Reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions. And then rolling over to the right side and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. Let's take a non-domination on top. And then reconnecting to an even seat, a lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing in the practice. Come up. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for joining me for practice. My name is Stephen Chang, coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com, and if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Thank you again for joining me. See you next time.